So the markets are absolutely flying right now. If I have a look at my Google watch list, you can see everything is at all-time highs. As I film this today, the S&P 500 beat 6,800 points. The Nasdaq 100 is on an absolutely mad one. However, when I look at my Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA, these such gains have not been made. Now, I've been very transparent with my finances on this channel for over 3 years now. So in this video, I'm going to show you how much I've lost by not investing into the market, what I plan to do in the future, and the lessons learned from it. Now, if you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, all you have to do is to either follow the link in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you've signed up to Trading 212 over the past 10 days but haven't received your free fractional share, all you have to do is to press the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Scroll all the way down until you see the section use promo code. And in this section, just enter my code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. Now, as you can see, over the past year, my stocks and shares ISA has grown by £14,860, which on the face of it sounds pretty decent, doesn't it? That's over 10% growth, 14% to be precise. That is not bad at all. I would be happy with this growth in a normal year. Now, if you look at the S&P 500 alone, over the past 6 months, it has returned over 23.84%. Now, obviously, that doesn't take into consideration that little bump that we did have that affected a lot of people's portfolio. But over the past year, the S&P 500 is up by 15.77%. Again, my gains don't actually look so bad when we compare it to this. However, when we look at this graph, things do change for me because I remember being at this point fully invested and then having to go through this dip, which was around a 20% loss. But since then, the S&P 500 has recovered by over 11%. And that's basically 11% that I have said no to. Now, granted, when I do look at my stocks and shares ISA, you can see over the past 3 months, there is growth in my portfolio. I am up by only 1.9%. Again, the S&P 500 has completely trumped this result. Over the past month, I'm up by only 0.7%, and that's £952 in gain. I'm always going to be transparent on this channel about the decisions that I've made. Whether they are good or bad, they are always learning points. And I really want to go over what I've learned this year. Now, let's talk about what I've done with my stocks and shares ISA this year. Things were going exceedingly well for me up to around the 24th of February. I was making tons of gains doing what I was doing for the past 3 years, which is riding out the volatility of the market. So as you know, after the 24th of February, the President of the United States of America announced tariffs, and that obviously led to a couple of months or a few weeks of very bad declines. Now, the whole world was panicking at this point, and of course, I had bought right at the top here. I was essentially swing trading, so it didn't matter for me. I was going to hold it long term anyway, and I saw the whole world going crazy over this. I played into it, but of course, as someone who is more than willing to hold something long term, I just thought this was part of the market. Now, February also coincided with me having one of my worst financial months, over the past few years, and personally I had to go through tens of thousands of expenses, and that means I could not make the most out of the stock market crash. And obviously these are external events that change our mentalities, but I hated the fact that I couldn't put a penny at the bottom of the market, which was around April the 7th or something like that. Now, obviously, the markets did recover, as you can see. By 12th of June, I have recovered all the gains that I've lost in this Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA, and then some. I made over £1,000, and I decided to sell out. Of course, at the time, doing what I've always been doing, I had the full intention to put that money all invested back in again at some point. Little did I know we were on one of the biggest bull runs that I've ever witnessed in my life. This was very similar to the 2021 bull run, which started my career in investing. Anyway, at that time, I was extremely cautious and wanted to keep more in cash than I usually would. And obviously since then, that has been a poor decision. But had it gone the other way and had there been another stock market crash, I would have been in a good position. But you know what they say, right? Time in the market is better than time in the market. And I would completely agree with that, even though sometimes I like to do different things. In my heart, I am a scientist and I do like to experiment. But of course, I always show the results online. So from my calculation, I think I have missed around 10%-ish. So let's go back to where we were here, £116,000. I reckon if I had stayed invested, it would be worth £126,000 now. I've basically thrown away £6,000 worth of gains by doing this. And things could have been worse if I stayed 100% in cash, but of course I didn't. There were instances where I would buy, ride out the volatility and then sell. Of course, I don't recommend this to anyone, and I never will reveal beforehand when I do it because of course people will try to emulate that, and that's not what I'm intending to do. So my lesson learned was that obviously you can't try to time the market. That was pretty much an obvious thing, as as someone who has been talking about personal finance for well over 3 years. During that time, there have been plenty of buying opportunities. I think it was around June I had sold all out, and that time it was sold out at the market high, and I even put it into my calendar to buy stocks, and there was a bit of a dip, and I should have bought it then. I would have been, my portfolio would have been worth around £130,000 right now, but could have, would have, should have, I'm learning from my mistakes. So it's not a complete disaster. As you can see, my portfolio is very bare, £117,771 in cash, and then I have this fund here which invests £10 every single day into the S&P 500, which is actually doing really well, up by 9.13% overall. I do updates on this per month. Obviously, I'm not going to lie, there are some benefits of staying in cash. If there was a stock market crash, I would be laughing, but of course, you can't bet on that all the time. Now, there is another benefit of holding so much cash, apart from, feeling great about yourself and being able to, pull it out and put it into a mortgage or anything whenever you like. Now, this is my trading tool to invest account, and over the past year, as you can see, my return has been significantly higher, 21.6%. You can see over the past week alone, I am up by 3.3%. That's £546. But then again, if you actually look into my investments, I have zero. I have £16,952 in cash. And that's one of the benefits of actually holding money in my stocks and shares ISA. I have multiple different cash pots and multiple different portfolios. This is why you should never compare yourself with another person. Now, I've been able to actually invest into those ETFs and take on much more risk here, knowing full well if there was a stock market crash that I would be able to utilize all of my money that I have in my stocks and shares ISA. This has allowed me to take greater risks in my trading tool to invest account. You can see over the past year, I have realized over £3,500. This is a realized gain, of course, because I have every single penny in cash. In fact, it was today that I sold out of my Nasdaq 100 shares. And of course, it went up above that. You can't always time the market correctly. So like I said, I have multiple different portfolios, and my trading 212 ISA is no longer my active ISA. Here is one I have with another broker, and I'm almost 100% invested into two funds, the Invesco Nasdaq 100 and the SPDR All Country World. Now, as you can see, this portfolio has been doing a lot better, up by 15.65% since I started this ISA. Now, like I said, I was going through my own financial crisis during the actual dip of the market. So this doesn't actually represent the bottom of the market. So I've been doing really well, in my opinion, from this portfolio. I really only put in money around May to June, so I couldn't pick up all the gains of the dip of the market. I did try to time the market and I was doing pretty well. And then I thought to myself, I've learned my lesson now, and I'm just going to stay in the market regardless of where it's going. And as you can see, I'm doing pretty well since then. So in total, this portfolio is up by over £3,094. And it's going up and up as the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 are gaining momentum. Here's another portfolio that I have. So in my ISA, I decided to put £300 in this portfolio and £19,700 in the one that I just showed you before. I have around £400 here. I made a really good gain here, £98 divided by 300. It's pretty good. Again, all in cash, which I don't recommend, but it's something that I have a lot of fun with. And even though I know 100% that it is better to stay in the market rather than time it, for me, it's something that I enjoy. And for £400, how much could you go wrong with that? So here is my self-invested personal pension, which is absolutely flying because it's invested mostly in the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100. Here, I've also learnt my lesson, and I have, a significant amount invested in the Nasdaq 100 here and the other stocks and shares ISA. So at least if the markets go up, I'm going to be benefiting from there, quite a bit. But if there's a stock market crash, I'm going to be really happy and put my cash in. Again, holding on to cash is not a good idea. I'm going to go back to the Trading 212 stocks and shares ISA and tell you what I'm going to do for the future. So as you can see, I've only deposited £10,000 into this SIP. The government gave me a £2,500 bonus, which is basically just a tax relief. So over the past 3 months, it's up by over £1,000, which is actually really good for a portfolio size this low. So going forward, I think it's best to expect that there will be no such thing as a stock market crash. And as you can see, I have £118,000 in cash. So what I'm going to do is reserve £2,000 so that I can invest £10 into the S&P 500 every single day. That will leave me with £116,000 in cash. £16,000 of it will be invested into the market. It doesn't really matter what price I buy it at, because if it goes up, I benefit. And if it goes down, I also benefit, because then I can put more cash into it. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.